Hello, hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Friday to you. You know what Friday means, right? You do? You do? I have a feeling if you're here, you probably do. Friday means Craft Roulette. Craft Roulette. Let's everybody hear it. Craft Roulette. I'm so excited for Craft Roulette. Who isn't? I mean, it's the best card making game show across the crafty interwebs. So I am very, very excited to be here. Hi to everyone. I see a bunch of hellos in the chat. It's so good to see you all here. I did not announce this show very, very openly. I mean, I did, but I didn't, only because I figured we'd kind of do a bit of a soft launch, if you will, because, yeah, Julie's got it. Craft Roulette. That's right. So this is basically a Craft Roulette tailgate. Now, what does that mean? That means that we are going to take a half an hour, maybe once or twice a month, and just get all hyped up for Craft Roulette. Because, not that we really need to be more hyped up, but we can always be a little more hyped up. So, everybody, let's get ready. Let's get our chair dancing muscles ready to go. Let's get our crafty brain going. Let's get a good stretch in. Oh, yes, Justine's got the root beer ready. That's exactly right. This is exactly what we need to do. So we are going to just have some fun. And wine and snacks, Jay. Smart. It's very smart. Yeah, you guys are ready. You are ready. I love it. So basically what we're going to do is kind of touch on a previous episode, and we're going to pull some parameters from a past episode, but not necessarily the parameters that we're used to. So for example, last week we had a square card. We had oh gosh, my brain's already gone. What did we have last week? I just turned in my card. I know we had leaves. And you were all there. So the parameters that we actually were given by Mr. Wheel, thank you, Jay. Yes, we had leaves, dairy aisle colors. That's right, dairy aisle colors. And I know we had a square card. That's right, and a hexagon. That's what I was forgetting. Thank you. Yes, and a hexagon. So basically, those were the parameters that Mr. Wheel gave us, right? The wonderful host with the most, Mary Gunn, spun Mr. Wheel, and that is what he said we were going to be making for the week. So what if we didn't do exactly what Mr. Wheel said? What if we did what somebody else wished that they could have done? So for this particular episode of Craft Roulette Tailgate, what we're going to do, Jay says you can always add a cat, right? Or a paperclip. I'm just saying, throw a purse card in there, maybe a little A9 flavor. Okay, I know. Don't worry. I'm not trying to make enemies here. So we can, we're going to take the parameters that Miss Tracy Fear, who was last week's wonderful guest, she had made some selections of what she would have liked to see if Mr. Wheel had spun all of her perfect choices. So what did she choose? Well, she had chosen an A7 project, which is a 5x7 card, and then Mexican restaurant colors. So all kinds of fun Mexican restaurant colors. Ooh, Jay's got a fabulous purse card dice. Okay, you know what? I've got one too that I haven't used. Maybe we should put that into the universe. Maybe we do want a purse card. I don't know. And I agree, Justine. Cats make cards 100% more cute. So do corgis. Anyway, I'm a little biased. So we have the A7 project, Mexican restaurant colors. The element that she had chosen was a postage stamp, and then the random was like a dash of gold or bronze or silver. So what we're going to do tonight is take those same parameters and see if we can knock out a card in about half an hour with those parameters in mind. So Tracy didn't get to do her druthers, but we're going to see if we can. So hopefully she is going to approve of what this turns out to be at the end of the show. So we're just going to be, again, from 5:30 to 6. It's Central Time. This is a hard stop at 6 o'clock. Maybe 5:59 if we're feeling froggy, because why not? But we're going to make sure that you have enough time to take a little bio break, run and make sure you've got your chocolate for tonight, make sure you've got your crafts for tonight, make sure you've got your stretchy pants on for tonight. We got to be ready. We got to be ready for the main event, okay? So please, if you are just happening to pop by and you haven't heard of Craft Roulette, which I find that very hard to believe, but I have linked it in the description box. Please make sure you watch tonight. It's going to be so much fun. Not least of all, not least of all, because the resident glitter bubble herself, Miss Chelsea Comer of Inky Stamper fame, is the special guest tonight. And as everybody who's seen Chelsea or been anywhere within her orbit knows, she is truly just a ray of positive sunlight. So I know she's going to have so much fun tonight, and I know you are going to have so much fun tonight. And if you know how to spell fun, make sure you put it in the chat, because I'm pretty sure a few of you know the right way to spell fun. So, all right, we are going to grab some stuff here. Now, I've got a friend who's having a birthday, and I had an idea for a card, but I genuinely do not know if I can make this happen. What I do need to do is keep an eye on the clock. So I'm trying to make sure that I keep an eye on it. Hey, there it is, F-U-N-N. That's how we spell fun. That's right. And Julie's cheering for Chelsea. I love it. I love it. Chelsea is truly just a unicorn of a human. She is phenomenal. So I am so glad that you are as excited as I am to see Miss Chelsea live. Now, if you are here because of Card Chaos, first of all, thank you. I love you for that. That's wonderful. Card Chaos is my show that I host on Mondays, and that is where we make a card in 15 minutes without any prep other than thinking about thinking about the card. I was just reading Jay's comment. You don't know her that much. Oh, you're gonna have to get to know Miss Chelsea. Jay, you will love her. She is just a special, special person. So unlike Card Chaos, we can prep for this because this is just us making a card. So I already did some coloring. Like I said, it's my friend's birthday, so I wanted to make her a card. And I thought that this Scrappy Boy set would be a really cute way to do it with all these, kind of take care of yourself spa day type of stamps here, and then all kinds of sentiments that basically tell her to take some time for herself. Oh, Jessica, you love this idea. Oh, thank you so much. And yes, Shannon, Chelsea is the best, isn't she? Justine says she's a gem. I could not agree more. So we are going to take this stamp set. Now, because again, I can prep a little, I already stamped out this particular stamp, and I colored it last night because I wanted to have at least something done here so that we could try to see if the card's going to come to fruition at some point. But I will tell you, I had this vision in my mind, and unfortunately, I am not a premier colorist. So I was thinking of this lavish, like beautiful gold bathtub, and this lovely lady just taking some time for herself and letting her hair just cut loose and the bubbles flying everywhere. And instead, I put her in some kind of horror tub. This is a horror movie clawfoot tub. What did I do? This is like the tetanus shot of tubs. It is like rusty, and like, what was I doing? I don't know. But again, I am not a premier colorist. I tried. So fortunately, I know that she will love it anyway because she is just good people. So I'm going to give it to her, and then we're going to laugh about the fact that apparently I gave her a tetanus tub. So even so, I'm okay with the other elements of it. I think they turned out kind of fun, although the bubbles are green for some reason. So maybe it's not just, a tetanus tub. She's also possibly swimming in poison. I'm not sure. But you know what? She looks relaxed, and that's what we're going to go with. So to try to counteract my little tetanus tub here, we are going to stamp out some more of these. Oh, see, Lauren, you're very kind. Lauren is an excellent colorist. So if you say it looks like a copper tub, I'm going to take it. I was trying to make it look like it was shining in certain spots and like a shiny copper tub, but oh boy, it's a tetanus tub. But thank you, Lauren. I appreciate it. Yes, death becomes her vibes. Exactly. Which maybe isn't the best choice for someone's birthday. I don't know. We're going with it. My friend is good people. I know she'll like it anyway. All right. So I am going to stamp out some more of these images, and I am going to try to incorporate the postage stamp element. Now, all of my postage stamp stuff is basically for A2 cards. So I have to get a little bit creative to try and make sure that I allow it to be a 5x7 card. And I have lost my trimmer. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. My desk, by the way, is chaos central, as it always is, but it's extra chaotic at the moment. And yes, Jay, I think you are absolutely right. She's bathing in absinthe. That sure is what it looks like. Oh my goodness. All right, so we're going to cut this down, and we're just going to stamp out some of these ladies in all different positions, in all their different little spa day moves. And I'm going to try to move quickly here because, again, I have to make sure that I'm keeping an eye on the clock. So it's 5:40. If anybody happens to see that it's getting to about 5:55 or so, please let me know so that I can make sure to sign off so we all have plenty of time to go rejuvenate ourselves and prep for the main event. All right. So what kind of parameters are we hoping for tonight? What are we thinking? What would if we had our druthers, like we're playing with Tracy's druthers? Does anybody use that word? Did I just date myself? Druthers is something my mom always used to say when somebody wants their, like, if you had what you would rather have, that's your druther. Oh, and thank you for the comment on the nails. They are purple chrome. I thought that they were kind of fun, witchy Halloween vibes, right? So figured I'd be filming some Halloween videos, so might as well get some witchy vibes going. All right, so I am pulling here. Oh, Justine would love to get A2. That's fair. That's fair. I'm pretty sure that's a pretty universal response. I would also enjoy that. Let's see. Oh, Ellen, you did an A9 today? Ooh, okay. My new hero. Wow. I have not braved the A9 yet. And I know, we all know, everybody say it with me in the chat. All parameters are what? Oh, Laura uses druthers all the time. Okay, I feel less dated now. Thank you, Laura. Yes, all parameters are doable. And that means that we do not have to fear the dreaded A9. It doesn't have to be dreaded. It is going to be a really fun card whenever it gets pulled, whenever Mr. Wheel decides it is our turn to face the A9 head on. And you know what? I bet everyone is just going to kill it. I think it's going to be fabulous. I see lots of doables in the chat. There you go. I see everybody knows. You're also well-trained. Mary's got us all super well-trained. I love it. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. We're going to get some color down now. I am just basically adding these little girls, and I'm not coloring these ones because these are going to be kind of just a quiet background. Oops, except that I stamped right onto my magnet. These are just going to be a quiet background. Although I just realized that I meant to cut them out with postage stamps, and now instead I kind of put them all over the place and not quite in the postage realm. Okay, all right, we're gonna make it work. We're gonna make it work. It's gonna be fine. I might have just taken a turn though on what I plan to do, but we'll figure it out. I am not worried. I think I'm not worried. Are you worried? I don't know. I never know if I'm actually going to finish something in time. And if I don't finish, you know, it's okay. We'll see. This is, like I said, this is the very first episode of Craft Roulette Tailgate. We don't know exactly where we're going with it. We're just trying to make it work, trying to see what kind of things we want to talk about, and whether or not are we going to have another guest on with me like we do with Card Chaos? I don't know. I would love to hear what you all think. Is there something that you would like to see, something you want to talk about? Please tell me all of the things, all of your thoughts, because, oh gosh. Okay. Well, that's going to be an interesting stamp now that I have so many colors on it. Well, you know, I'm not worried about it. Oh, Becky, you love this idea. Thank you so much. So cut out the image and pop it up on the postage stamp. I could pop it up. I think my problem though is still that I don't have an A7 postage die. So I have a couple of options. I have, where is it? I have a larger, oh gosh, that one looks a little tragic. We might not, yeah, that one might, no, okay. All right, redo, take two. This one just bugged me. It just bugged me. We're going to just redo that real quick, and we're going to fix it and make it the way I originally had envisioned before I talked and then forgot what I was doing. So we're going to actually stamp these close together so that when I cut them out with the larger, I'm going to use the Waffle Flower oversized postage die. So I'm hoping that when I do that, it's just going to kind of look like a clustered background, essentially. That's what we're going for anyway. So we shall see. All right, so we're going to drop her right there. Let's do this again. We're going to drop this one right here. Oh, I hear my puppy upstairs doing some kind of ruckus. I don't know. Do you all have puppies that are always making a big ruckus wherever you are? Because, boy, they sure do make a lot of noise, don't they? He's telling me all kinds of things. All right, let's see. Ooh, Jill, what was that? Amy Powers says parameter boot camp? Interesting. I would love to hear more about that idea. Tell me all the things. Parameter boot camp. What a fun idea. That's pretty cool. That is pretty darn cool. I like it. All right, so I think Okay, you tell me. I was gonna do rainbow colors, but I have like a kind of a pastel-y type Concord Ninth rainbow here, but I feel like I can really only do one color in the background. So which color should it be to coordinate with little Missy in the tetanus tub? What do we think? Do we want to do, which one would look best behind her? Purple, pink, yellow, orange, green, or blue? They're, like I said, they're all kind of pastel-y colors, and I want it to go along with her. So what do we think? I don't know, neon green. See, I felt like green seemed like the right choice too, actually. Which is surprising. I didn't expect to want to be putting green behind her, but I really think that is going to work. You like the green or the orange? Shannon likes pink. I mean, I could also do blue considering she's supposed to be in the tub with water. Yellow, I don't know. Should her tub water be yellow? Are we okay with that? Do we have any suggestions on that? Okay, so y'all are giving me basically every color. Although it looks like green might be the contender. Embrace the horror tub. Maybe, Jill, maybe I should. She is a horror fan, so honestly, she might be super into this. But okay, so play off the bubbles, blue water. What is your friend's favorite color? That's an excellent point. She loves blue. Maybe, oh, Justine says purple, green and blue, but touches of orange. So I'm afraid that I'm only really going to be able to do one just because they're so close together. All right, it looks like most people are saying green. I was thinking blue originally, but you know what? We're going to trust the people. We are going to trust the people and make it green. All right, here we go. Green it is. See? Ask and ye shall receive. I love to be guided by people who have a better eye at this than I do. So thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with me. All right. So I heard we wanted an A2. What else are we thinking for tonight? Or is there anything that we are concerned about? Are we concerned about any particular parameter? And did we do our vetoes for the week for those of us who are members? Oh, red if she loves horror. That's a good point too, Gloria. That is a good point too. All right, let's see here. I'm going to clean this up real quick. All right, 5:47. We're still doing okay on time. Okay-ish. Okay, adjacent. Yes, Amy, good question. Make sure everybody has their chocolate. Does everybody know at what point we have some chocolate? What triggers the chocolate consumption? Do we know? I'm sure you all know. For me, pretty much, it's a day that ends in Y. There's a good reason to have some chocolate. But in this particular case, Craft Roulette gives us the go-ahead to have some chocolate whenever we feel like it's the right time. And that is exactly right, Kathleen. Whenever we hear JD or LD. If you hear JD, you grab yourself some chocolate and nom nom. Let's see. I don't think about the vetoes because all parameters are doable. Well said, Ellen. That is very well said. Excellent point. All parameters are doable. So even if things get vetoed, you could still do them. Remember, even if there's something that's vetoed, it doesn't mean that you can't do it. It just means that Mr. Wheel can't make you do it for the night. Personally, I like to kind of take the parameters and think, okay, so this says A2. Okay, well, A2 is an A2 card, sure, but how else can I interpret that? So I'm looking forward to the next time we get A2 and I have some extra time to craft because I have a fun card in mind for A2 that doesn't necessarily mean it's an A2 size card. So I'm excited to show you that whenever it comes up. Let's see, Jill says, JD, but you usually eat before it's mentioned. I get that. We've got chocolate around. We can't just, ignore it. Totally understand that. Okay. All right. So we've got some girlies here and we might be okay with this as is. All right. Oh, I just got a notice from Craft Roulette. Attention. Join us with the glitter bubble. Yes. So has anybody here met Chelsea in person? I know several of you have because of Paper Ganza. I'd love to know if you have met her, if you agree that she is absolutely the premier griddle, the premier griddle, the premier glitter bubble. There, words are hard, everybody. Words are real hard. So are numbers. Let's see. Oh, hi, Amanda. I see Amanda in the chat. So good to see you, friend. So good to see all of you. Thank you so much for popping in. Like I said, this is just kind of a test run for me to see how this goes. So the idea is that we have Craft Roulette after parties for members on usually 2 nights of the month, and it's usually the first and third Friday of the month. So my thought is that since we've got 2 after parties, what if we have 2 pre-parties? So I'm planning, at least if all goes well, I'm planning to have Craft Roulette Tailgate a couple times a month on the second and fourth Fridays, because those would be the days that we don't have an after party. And that way we have a pre-party. So the party just keeps going. It just keeps going. I don't think anyone would have a problem with that. I think we're all on board with keeping the party alive. So if you are also on board with that, then let me know that you want to see more of this and do more of this fun activity. And I will be sure to always post what the parameters will be. Because like I said, every week I'm going to do something different. And I can actually tell you my next tailgate is scheduled for October 24th, I believe, October 24th. And that day, we are going to actually use the parameters from the last October week in Craft Roulette's first year, which I'm pretty sure was episode 34. 34. Yeah. So we're going old school. We're going to go back and we're going to see what kind of parameters were in play back in ye olden days. So we're going to see how that goes and see what we can make with those old parameters. So I'm excited. I am very excited to see how that goes. All right. Did I just see Mexican wrestling? Did I put Mexican wrestling? I meant Mexican restaurant. It wouldn't surprise me if it says Mexican wrestling. That'd be pretty funny. All right. So let's try to get this up real quick. I'm using my Trinity tool, which is, maybe I'm biased, but is genuinely the best tool on the market. This thing is amazing. All right, so let's move this real quick. I might not get a chance to put my sentiment on with everybody here, but we're gonna make it happen. We're gonna do the thing. We're gonna do all of the things. All right, so I'm just going to grab my oops, I've got my magnet here. I'm gonna grab my oversized die. I'm gonna try to grab my oversized die. Oh yeah, October 25th is World Fussy Cutting Day. Good point. Yes, pregame. Who here is a fussy cutter? I gotta admit, I wasn't. And then all of a sudden, something switched in my brain. And I said, you know what? This is actually kind of relaxing. There's something for somebody like me who likes rules and likes to kind of control what I'm doing and be, controlled chaos, basically. It kind of scratches an itch in my brain, I guess, to be able to have fussy cutting that like just follows certain lines. There's just something about it that I actually kind of love now. Now, granted, I do have carpal tunnel, so it can be a little tricky for me because my hands could hurt sometimes. But speaking of Miss Glitter Bubble herself, at Paper Ganza, Chelsea was trying out these new fussy cutting scissors from Uniquely Creative, and she carries them in her shop at Inky Stamper, and I could not believe how comfortable they were for somebody with giant man hands like me. So they are actually super comfortable, and they fussy cut brilliantly. I was in shock. So I still have my cutter bees, and of course I still love the cutter bees, but these are kind of quickly becoming my go-tos. So thank you, Chelsea, for the heads up on that one. All right, so there's a postage stamp. Now the question is, do we just leave it as that one postage stamp? I'm wondering if I can just kind of cut out a portion here, and then we don't have to show the whole thing. We can maybe just kind of just cover up part of it with that. Maybe, I don't know. Let's see what we can get out of this one. Okay, I'm trying here. I don't know. It's 5:54. I don't know. Oh, one of my Bunko friends is here. Hi, Lauren. That's so funny. So she's watching me make a card for our friend for tonight. That's funny. So we've got I've got Bunko tonight, like I said, but there's also Craft Roulette. And it's important to have all of your loves if you can. So I'm going to do all the things. It's going to be a thing. We're doing it. Okay. All right. So here's this. Now we tried to see how that could potentially work. So that's kind of my idea, that we can maybe layer them up differently. Here is the 5x7 card base. Again, I'm not quite sure how this is going to work out, but we're just playing. And maybe, you know what, maybe we just use the one. What do we think? Just the one? I feel like the one might be better. And then from her, we just bring the one that actually has the color. All right, so let me cut her out. I figure, you know, we got to test things out. We don't know how it's going to turn out. We can at least try to take different samples, different ideas, and test it out and see what works. So, all right, let's check it out. Let's see if we can get her nice and cut out in her tetanus tub, which I don't know. This really does look like a horror movie tub to me, but I appreciate those of you who do think it looks like copper. I still have so much to learn when it comes to crafting. Oh, time check. Thank you, Terry. Okay, 5:56. Like I said, hard stop at 6, everybody. So I might just tell you a quick goodbye and post my card later on my Instagram. And then I'll just get better at this as we go. I'm trying to do something different, and we're just going to have to see how it plays out. But I appreciate you being here with me. So let me go ahead and say that. And I hope that maybe next week you'll grab some stuff and play along with me. Like I said, we're going to use the parameters from episode 34. So from a long time before many of us actually joined Craft Roulette, myself included. So I'm excited to see what we can do with those parameters. And I have forgotten what they are offhand, but I'm pretty sure I put them in the description. So it's gonna be fun. We're gonna try something different, and we're gonna have some fun doing it. All right. So since I've got these scissors right here, I'm just gonna use them. Does anybody else feel like I'm chaotic? Because I feel chaotic at the moment, which is on brand for me. Granted. Speaking of chaos, for those of you who visited Card Chaos on Mondays, this right here, the Chaos Cone, our little mascot, was actually given to me by tonight's Craft Roulette guest, Chelsea Comer. She was with me driving back from Paperganza with a carload of friends, and she found this and said I had to have it. And you know what? She's so right. That is absolutely the mascot now. So we have fun. I've said it once, I've said it again, and I know I'm not the only one who said it. Crafty friends really are the best friends. And yes, I'm speaking about each and every one of you, because you are all my friends too. And it just makes me so happy that we have such a fun and just exciting hobby in common. It's great, isn't it? Card making is just so good for the soul, for the brain, for the hands, for everything. I'm so glad to have found you all. Oh, and I'm flinging stuff across my table. We're getting crazy. We are getting crazy. All right, so I think I am going to do what I suggested, which is just use this one simple element in the center. And I think for my sentiment, I'm going to do a happy birthday, of course, because it is her birthday. And then I'm also going to do at least one of the sentiments that says something about taking, some time for herself, or, I can't remember exactly what they all say, but they're all spa related sentiments that are encouraging us all to just take a minute to enjoy life and to not overthink things, and to just, take a beat, basically. Just take a beat. All right, so let's get this one up here. I don't know, what do we think about doing just the green background and then just this one in full color? It might be a little bit of a different style for me necessarily, but still, it's good to stretch ourselves and to try different things, right? We're just kind of putting it out there and seeing what we can do. Oh, Terry says, thanks for the attempt tonight. I appreciate that. I did try. All right, so we're just going to go in the middle here, and then we're going to put a sentiment right underneath. Or do I put her down here, maybe? Maybe I just put her down here. What do we think? Down here? Oh, I make you smile, Andrew. Thank you. That's so sweet. I love that. I live to make people smile, so you just made me happy, friend. Okay, I think we're going to do that. All right, it's 5:59. I think I'm going to have to call it. So stay tuned to my Instagram, and you will see what the end result is. I'll be sure to post it. And otherwise, I will see you all in the chatter box. Make sure you hop on over to Craft Roulette. We're going to have so much fun. It's going to be a great time. I'll see you there. Bye, crafty friends. Bye, bye, bye. See you next time.